There is no such thing as a WWE lifer anymore. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are not in WWE anymore. And you know what that means? The New Day officially is finished because Big E's retired, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston not in the company anymore, and it sucks, man. Like, if you think about the whole tag team division in general, it doesn't exist anymore unless you're doing bloodline versus bloodline matches because Tama Tonga and JC Mateo also got released, meaning that more bodies in the attack division just gone, along with Motor City Machine Guns, um, Kairi Sane gone, Alistair Black gone. Just a lot of the talent in that mid card to tag division do not exist anymore, and I think this might be a part of a larger problem in WWE where they give Wyatt Six also. I forgot about the Wyatt Six, another tag team or part of a tag team that was gone. But I will say that being part of a or being made a WWE lifer doesn't matter anymore because who else is there? Dolph Ziggler, been there for years, got released. R-Truth, he got released and he was only brought back because of the fans. I don't know if they're going to do the same for Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston because according to rumors, their release was based on them, or basically last year they had deals that were going on that were like seven figures. They had re-signed last year for seven figures, which was okay. But TKO wanted to reduce the amount that they were getting, and the New Day weren't willing to resign. So obviously they had to be let go, or they negotiated a severance package and then gone, not there anymore. And it sucks, man. Like it genuinely sucks. Maybe they do something outside of the WWE, but it's gonna be very interesting to see WWE without the likes of Kofi Kingston, because for as long as I can remember, WWE and Kofi Kingston are like this. WWE and Xavier Woods are also like this, despite Xavier Woods being Austin Creed outside of WWE. I think more people are synonymous with Xavier Woods. And it kind of sucks, man. Like, genuinely, it sucks. And you know what else sucks? The fact that you guys aren't liking the video, aren't sharing, aren't subscribing. So please, in order to heal my heart from this New Day release, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing. They are a stable tag team, them the Usos. And it just kind of proves that no one is safe in this company. Like, no one is actually safe. If you look at the state of the tag division in WWE at the moment, on Raw, the remaining teams that we have: Alpha Academy, American Made, Judgment Day. I mean, you can't even. I mean, can you say Judgment Day because Finn is gone? Finn left Judgment Day, so you've got JD and Dominic. That's barely a tag team. Los Americanos still there. LWO, Joaquin Wild, Cruz del Toro. I don't think they've had enough time. The Street Profits just came back. We've got the Usos, we've got the Vision, and we've got the War Raiders, who haven't been on TV for a while. Then on SmackDown, even worse. 3 hour show, by the way, same amount as Raw. Fraxium, Los Garza, MFT, which is Solo, Talatonga, Tamatonga. Tamatonga is probably just going to leave the group because, I mean, the whole story is about him leaving the group. Pretty Deadly, which doesn't exist anymore because Elton Prince is injured, and the champions, which is a thrown together tag team. Weapon Time, R-Truth, Damien Priest. And then on NXT, we've got Birthright, The Culling, Dark State, which is probably disbanding soon, Hank and Tank, OTM, Vanity Project. Basically, they've written out most of the tag teams. If you are a tag team, just don't go to WWE. Like, I'm being blunt about it. And I love WWE. But for tag teams, I don't think it's the best scene. I think they break up tag teams too easily. I wouldn't be surprised if they break up the Usos sooner rather than later, sooner rather than later, because they're not even focused on the tag team titles, if you think about it. They're more focused on what's happening with Roman and Solo. That I don't know. I think the state of tag team wrestling in WWE is just finished. I don't think they can book it. I don't think they care about it. It's just, I wouldn't be surprised if Fraxium also just get disbanded and there's no story to it. They just get disbanded and they kind of move on. Also, The thing that I was talking about with the WWE Lifer is that there's been talents that have been on WWE for like the longest time, and they've completely either shelved them, they've fired them. Like, it's not, like, you are not safe as someone that's, unless you're a Roman Reigns, a Charlotte Flair, a Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, a CM Punk. I think those are the only people that they won't get rid of. Randy Orton also. Otherwise, the rest, they're not going to do anything. Yeah, I don't think they do anything with them, which kind of is insane. But all the best to Tama Tonga and JC Mateo or Jeff Cobb, who should have had better matches for what he was. And then the same thing with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, man. Maybe we get New Day versus the Young Bucks, New Day versus Motor City Machine Guns in AEW. There's a lot of like matches that the New Day can have outside of WWE. Okay, I kind of also wanted to highlight some of my favorite like New Day moments. Obviously, Kofi Mania, that stands at the top. For someone that has known Kofi Kingston or just seen Kofi Kingston from when he debuted as like the Jamaican character, seeing him actually climb to the top and become WWE champion was special. Obviously, the run ended horribly with Brock Lesnar, but the fact that he held it and he had that moment was good enough. Same thing with Big E. Him winning Money in the Bank and then cashing in to win that WWE Championship against Bobby Lashley was also a very, very special moment. In terms of Xavier Woods, man, it also sucked that he never got that singles push or that singles run, because I think he would have done really, really well. He had also perfected the surprise roll-up for some people, because obviously that was like one of the most dangerous moves back in the day, and he made it his finisher for some reason. But like, it's actually insane that he never got a singles run. Like, the best chances we had for him in a singles run was when he was King of the Ring, and he didn't even hold it for a full year. It was like 4. He didn't even get a world title opportunity. He was just King Woods. He got nothing afterwards. He didn't even get a... Yeah, he didn't. I also have to talk about the heel run. Like, that's when I kind of understood that things were going wrong for them, because they had the whole thing where it was either they were going to split up or something was going to happen, or we're going to have a New Day triple threat. But obviously we found out that Big E was never going to be able to come back. But the fact that they made them a heel, right, a heel tag team, and they disrespected Big E, and they went on that run, which was lackluster. That they didn't know what to do with them. There was no direction for them. Like, it just didn't make sense. I would have loved a face New Day like one more time before they just hang it up. But they had nothing. They genuinely had nothing. They even paired them with Grayson Waller, and it did nothing. That was just... It went down on a whimper, especially for one of the greatest tag teams of all time. And that is, like I said, a damning indictment on the WWE tag division. And really, I do hope that for a tag team that has given us so many moments, they are remembered as one of the greatest. Obviously, I go to Fuse against The Bar, the Usos. I remember like the what was that, the rapping segment that they had, matches against, like, the whole road to Kofi Mania was actually also very special, because if you remember, they did a whole gauntlet match. It wasn't because that Kofi got himself into that position, but the people that got him into that match were Xavier Woods and Big E, with the help of like the tag. Obviously they beat some teams, but the moment that kind of stands out for me is when the Usos came out and they forfeited, because obviously they respected Kofi Kingston and the New Day, so they needed to give them that opportunity. And that's just, it felt real. Like, wrestling is at its best when it feels real, and I think that moment right there is when it felt like really, really real. But yeah, guys, that is basically my little tidbit on the New Day's release.